What is up, you guys? It's your boy Rob Hollow Avarice back with some gaming goodness. Today we are here bright and early, a lot earlier than I usually stream, to react to the new Genshin 4.7 live stream, which dropped about 2 hours ago. I slept in today. I got the day off from work. We got a Memorial Day weekend coming up, so I am reacting to this a lot earlier than I usually do, and I'm very excited about it. Let us hop over to here. Genshin Impact 4.7 special program. Ooh, we're starting straight off the bat with Dane. Alright. Very excited. Dear Traveler, the special program will feature juicy details about the new content coming in 4.7. We'll drop some redemption code and other goodies. Make sure you're getting those redemption codes. Special thanks to the company, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Redemption codes gotta be used today. Alright, so, very excited for this. What do I want to see? I obviously want to see the banners. I'm pretty sure we know we're getting... because the drip marketing has come out, so we're getting Clarond, Sijwin, and we just did Sino's story, so we're gonna be getting Sethos. That being said, what order we're getting them, I don't know. So I want to see that. I also want to see maybe like we get like a teaser for Natlon. That would be sick. And hold on one second. Why is my camera not working? Hold on one second, guys. Oh, for some reason it thinks my camera is just not there. There we go. I'm going to be switching to Streamlabs soon. Alright, so here we go. Genshin 4.7 special trailer. Hopefully we get some Natlan teases. Here we go. Start with Dane.
Only appearing at the most critical moments. He's highly knowledgeable, and he likes to share his observations with others.
Oh, this is gonna be we're getting our Dane's Clef.
Cold and stern exterior, and her spot
Clarond.
earned her renown throughout Fontaine. She is an unusual looking Melusine.
Sijwin. I kind of wish we got like a more class. I mean, Sijwin's adorable. I kind of hope we got a more classic Melusine.
The male traveler. Today our hosts for the special program include...
Hello everybody, I'm Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Dainsleif. You may know me from all of those
Hey Yuri.
intro videos and occasionally dropping lore on y'all.
And I'm Sarah Williams, the voice of the head nurse at the Fortress of Maripi, Sijwin. She's there keeping everybody all healthy and nice and making sure everybody feels good. And
Good.
the voice of Fontaine's champion duelist, Chlorand. Pew pew pew, let's get it.
All right, nice. So we've got a traveler, a man of mystery, a duelist, and a healer. I think it's the perfect adventuring party.
All right. Yeah.
What a wild coincidence, you guys. I just
So we're getting Zack today.
letter to a new domain. If that's
So it's gonna be probably a temporary map. The same thing we did with Bottle Land. The same thing we did with
this new domain seems to be right behind us, but in order to complete
the Golden Archipelago.
What are we waiting for? Let's do this!
Right? All those
Traveler,
temporary domains.
would you join us and play Marechaussee Hunter Judgment Day?
This script was adapted from the real history of the Marechaussee Hunters. You all will play the role of
Navia and Farina in
solve a series of
Fontaine? And Mondstadt? Ooh, Clarant.
Customs I've adopted from the Marechaussee hunter tradition. They fought against monsters, while I fight against lawbreakers. For when I draw my blade, I am but an instrument
Cool.
of Fontaine's law.
The Candlebearer.
Loaded. Time to test the
So she's a Wisa user.
Madam Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present.
Madam Mage. Are we gonna getting more of the Hexen Circle, maybe? Sethos.
Behind this place. So,
Wisdom's Measure. I do like Sethos after that mission.
hoping for victory.
The leader of the Silent Temple, or the Temple of Silence. He's also an Electro user. Yep.
Not that I doubt your fighting ability, of course. It's just so much more dangerous in there than I ever imagined.
Oh my god, she's a giant needle.
Well, if it hurts,
Wondrous Dragonair.
let's blow.
So I think she said she's sub DPS healer, which is an interesting
Don't be nervous. Just relax.
giant needle.
A strange disease, one I suspect that every Fontanian suffers from.
But they don't trust me at all. Do you really think it matters whether I'm Melusine or a
Is
human?
this back in the fortress?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
Master, again, Hexen Circle. Whoa! That was beautiful.
They no longer needed to dwell on their suffering or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy.
This looks like some Dainzela stuff.
Thus, their souls became cleansed and pure.
That's the next.
The way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marechaussee hunter.
You used it yourself, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's why you have a human appearance.
That's quite the gamble. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap.
One day,
Ooh.
I shall have my vengeance.
We're getting our sibling.
That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal. The Loom of Fate has already been completed.
Oh, we're getting Luma Fate stuff. Tell me we're getting a reunion?
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
Whoa! Whoa, we're getting sibling stuff. Oh, that's sick. I'm so excited. Us 2VL GSX Cat 9. Make sure that is a V and that is a U. Okay. That's a cute little image. Oh man, there's so much. There's so much there. Obviously, all the cool character demo stuff. I just want to watch that last bit again in a few minutes. After this, I'm going to rewatch that because holy sick, that was cool. That was sick. Yeah, Sijuin looks adorable. With her giant, oversized needle and pills, Dr. Mario style. I like it. And Clarant looks like a baddie. So I'm very excited for Clarant as well. Let's fast forward a bop to there. Man. So we're going to be getting more lore about the Loom of Fate. That's huge. Which is the main project of the Abyss.
Oh, I get it. Our first mission is to introduce the new characters. All right, this is getting exciting.
And we're getting more lore on the Marechaussee hunters.
Fontaine's the strongest champion.
That's cool.
Loran.
You wouldn't say that.
It's true.
In my role as champion duelist, my opinions do not matter.
Because we know the Marechaussee came after
Instrument of Fontaine's
the Order of Remuria. Even though they sometimes get confused as that. They came later. We learned that during the Remuria quest.
ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
That's a very ka-ching kind of move. The Candlebearer Shadow Hunter. Vanquisher of Phantoms, Vigil of the Long Night.
Corinth's
monsters from the artifact set. The Marashose Hunters were an organization that defeated monsters and upheld justice from the shadows.
Shadow Hunter.
Name has also been mentioned in some of Fontaine's historical records.
Oh, yes. Mentioned a bunch in the Narcissenkreuz story. Marianne and Elaine were orphans taken in by the Marachose Hunter Emmanuel Guillotine. Marachose ended up going against the Ordo. I got so many notes. So many.
Now, her normal attack deals physical damage by performing up to 5 consecutive strikes.
Very beautiful movements. She does a Zoro swipe.
Enemies in a V shape in front of her. Also, Clorand has developed a special ritual over the years. She always polishes her weapon before each duel.
That is so dignified of her.
I know, right?
And kind of adorable. Even the champion duelist of Fontaine has a cute side, huh?
Aw.
Sarah is starting to sound just like Sijuin.
Oh, what?
Though it's probably a meaningful ritual for Clorand, right?
I mean, it's also making sure your weapon's in good order.
Clorand focus on the opponent in front of her. In fact, Clorand's elemental skill, Hunter's Vigil, is an ability that demonstrates how potent she can be when
She has Bond of Life. Okay.
this out.
Fires pistol shots and increase Clorand's Bond of Life.
Will cause her to enter the night vigil state. During this state, Clorand can unleash 2 different types of special attacks. Her normal attacks will be converted into swift hunt pistolet attacks, and her elemental skill will be converted into a lunging attack, Impale the Knight.
Huh. It looks like Clorand
Alright.
gains a bond of life during her elemental skill. Does the skill have any additional effects?
Oh, good perception.
So she might
on those eyes.
pair well with Arlecchino.
Attacks increase Clorand's bond of life, and her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, will clear the bond of life.
Wait, so she accumulates the bond with one hand and then clears it with the other?
Oh, hey, that's a really good explanation.
Okay.
Yeah, Clorand's special attacks have different effects depending on the value of her bond of life. So when her bond of life is like relatively low, her swift hunt pistolet attacks have a piercing effect, and they deal greater damage. But when her bond of life
Okay.
is relatively high, her lunging attack,
Impale the Knight.
has a greater AoE and deals higher damage. Again,
Ah, gotcha. I get it.
So at high, you impale, do the lunge attack.
Accumulate a bond of life, and
It
then
recovers HP.
once it reaches a certain amount. And that way, both attacks benefit each other.
bingo!
And then low, you do
Super
swift
effective one of
shot, yeah.
Clorand's unique talents. So when she's in the night vigil state, any healing other than the one provided by her lunging attack, Impale the Knight, will be converted into a bond of life. This unique talent allows different healing effects to alter the pacing of Clorand's gameplay. So travelers can experiment with a variety of different tactical combinations.
That's cool.
Does that apply to everyone or just Clorand?
As a champion duelist, she has never forgotten her identity as a Marachose Hunter. So, during her elemental burst, Last Lightfall, Clorand draws on her Marachose Hunter heritage to unleash an ancient skill that empowers mortals to fight deadly monsters. This ability allows her
Okay.
to swiftly evade enemy attacks and strike her opponents. Her burst
Looks really cool.
electro damage and grants her a bond of life based on her max HP.
Wow, that's so cool. But if that power is designed to fight monsters, is it really okay for her to use it in a regular duel?
Good point. I think Clorand just has to adjust the amount of force that she puts behind those blows.
I'm very curious what her gameplay loop is going to be like.
On the strength of her companions after unlocking her passive talent, Dark Shattering Flame. Man, that sounds cool. So, when a nearby party member triggers an electro-related reaction, the electro damage dealt by her normal attack and her elemental burst will increase based on her attack value. Though, note, there is a ceiling to the damage bonus that you can gain.
So she'd do really well for Superconduct and Overload teams.
Lawful remuneration. If her bond of life is greater than or equal to a certain percentage, then a change in her bond of life value will increase her crit rate.
Ooh.
Then,
So she's straight
in the
DPS.
night vigil state, the percentage of healing
She's main
bond
DPS.
of life will increase.
Wow.
Yeah. And finally, being a champion duelist gives Clorand a strong familiarity with all the regions of Fontaine. So, when she's in your party, Clorand can reveal the locations of Fontaine regional resources.
Okay, so same ability as Linny.
So awesome. I'm sure that travelers will be eager to use her to uncover treasure, defeat monsters, and of course, uphold justice.
Not necessarily in that order.
Same passive as Linny, I should say.
Clorand is usually pretty stern and composed posed as a champion duelist, but I wonder how she unwinds. Like, does she have any hobbies? I'm sure that she has some interest outside of work. I mean, she's always accepting cosmetic products from Sejuin and...
Right, so it's the same thing as Klee,
Aw, and yeah, of course,
Tainari,
Clorand is an
Linny,
active member of the tabletop
oh.
during her off hours. So, in
Yes, we know that.
7, travelers won't just have the chance to learn more
Cloran
about
story.
the hunters
Nice.
in their story quest, the Raparia chapter. They'll also get to join Clorand on a very special tabletop troop adventure. Woo!
What?
I love TTRPGs so much.
Me too. D&D, baby.
And with all of that,
Literally got my dozens of dice within
next up, let's introduce our
grappling range. Multiple sets.
We gotta look at her demo first.
All right, Sejuin's demo.
One body, so you gotta take care of it.
Ugh.
But it's just as important to take care of your mind.
That I can do.
Hold still. She might feel a
Is that gun her weapon?
She's so cute, it's unreal.
Pure spirit, heed my wish.
So much. The bubble has ears on it.
I would love to ride around on a bubble like that. She's with her little legs dangling in the air. Oh.
Yeah, with the bubble gun and the giant syringe. Guys, so cute.
Those bubbles are so big. Her kit looks really, really fun. I know, but if that's the syringe she uses on her patients, I can see why they might be nervous about getting sick.
Oh, for sure.
Hey, sometimes you gotta take your medicine. And since she's the head nurse at the Fortress of Meripede,
Okay.
Sejuin wants everyone to stay healthy. She believes that taking care of your body is the most important goal. But she often encounters people who overwork themselves in the production zone, so she always tries to sneak them healthy meals. But she doesn't think that's a substitute for some proper rest.
So I'm very curious what they're gonna be split between 4.7, obviously.
For sure. She seems like such a caring and attentive person. But then what's she like when she fights?
Well, Sejuin is a hydro bow user. Her normal attack unleashes up to 3
Hydro bow, yep.
attacks. During the second and third attack, Sejuin takes out a pill and tosses it at her opponent.
I saw that in the demo. It's like she's literally telling her opponents to take their medicine.
Look at the size of that thing.
She can make aimed shots using her
Bolstering bubble bomb will bounce multiple times on the ground, dealing damage to opponents that comes into contact with and restoring HP for all other party members except Sejuin. When bolstering bubble bomb disappears,
attack. Once the shot is held and fully charged, Sejuin
it restores her maximum. Okay.
slow-moving ministration bubbles, dealing hydro damage to her target. Just make sure not to release her arrow. Oh, and also, Sejuin uses a specially made bubble gun to fire a giant bolstering bubble bomb during her elemental...
There, 1, 2, 3, and one more, and then no, it keeps going.
Between nearby opponents, dealing
And then it's gone, and it healed her.
anyone it touches, and restoring HP to all nearby party members, well, except for Sejuin herself.
Should have one more bounce, then heal her.
Certain amount of health when the
Yep, there it
bubble
goes.
bomb disappears, which
So there's 5 bounces. Oh, okay.
Bolstering bubble bomb. Say that 3 times fast.
Bolstering bubble bomb, bolstering bubble bomb, bolstering bubble bomb, bolstering bubble bomb, bolstering bubble bomb.
Blowing contest with their Sejuins. Would that be great? You can have that
Oh,
idea
it's
for free.
exactly
It's a
like
great
blowing
idea.
bubbles. The longer you hold her elemental skill, the larger the bubble grows. Once the projectile is released, it will gradually decrease in size as it bounces around. The bigger the bubble, the greater the damage.
So can you fire it off sooner for less bubble bounces?
The weaker enemy, they'll be trapped inside.
Whoa.
Guys, it's like she's trapping them in a cage of kindness.
Like the hydro
You can
business?
tell she cares about her bedside manner is so strong.
Hey, wait a second. Are those the orbs that Nivelette drops? It looks like Sejuin creates 2 source water droplets when she fires a bubble. And it looks like she gains a bond of life when she touches them.
Oh.
I can explain that as well. Since she has training as a nurse, Sejuin understands how to make the most of a dire situation. Her elemental skill creates source water droplets, and Sejuin can give herself a bond of life by absorbing them. When
Like a
the
small
bond
bond of life.
cleared, Sejuin can regain some elemental energy based on the value of the bond of life.
Okay. So hers restores E EM.
Healing can nullify her bond of life, and she can restore energy for herself.
Nice.
That's right. While the bond of life is hazardous to most people, it can actually be perceived as a real advantage for Sejuin. After she unlocks her talent, detailed diagnosis, thorough treatment, Sijween's healing will be increased based on the total bond of life values across all the characters in her party.
Oh, thank goodness. Sounds like a Melusine can make the bond of life a lot
Yeah.
less scary.
After using her elemental burst and absorbing nearby
Gains a bond of life.
droplets,
Yeah.
Sijween will use the syringe to spray enemies in front of her. This attack deals continuous hydro damage.
Wait, that's so cute. Even her attacks are a form of medical treatment.
Huge syringe.
Yeah, I mean, hey, she just wants everyone to be as
It's adorable.
Yeah, right? Sijween wants every patient to get a proper amount of rest. After unlocking her passive talent requires appropriate rest, unlocking her elemental skill will
Cute.
also trigger the semi-strict bed rest effect. This effect will grant her a hydro damage bonus and several stacks of convalescence. When non-active characters deal damage with their off-field elemental skills, Sijween can consume a stack of convalescence to increase that elemental skill damage.
I like how it's only semi-strict.
So she's off-field, or she boosts off-fielders.
Wow, so it seems like the bond of life mechanic.
Like Farina,
Sijween and Claran's kits. That sure was a lot of information, though.
Official. Yeah, there's a lot.
Can't wait to see these abilities in action.
And travelers won't just be limited to the playstyles that they've seen here, right? As I understand it, the mechanics leave a lot of room for open experimentation.
Yeah.
Right.
And outside of combat, Melusines are very connected to the ocean, so Sijween always takes care of her companions during underwater exploration. Sijween is especially helpful when her friends are endangered by underwater enemies. She can use her emergency dose talent to continuously restore HP to her party member for a period of time. Unfortunately, doing so will lower all of their elemental and physical resistances.
There's always a price.
So like when you get to red, you emergency heal but lose defense. Got it.
Out for us. Thanks, head nurse.
Of course. Oh, and I've got a quick question for you all.
Yes.
Have you noticed any differences between Sijween and other Melusines?
A little bit.
Yeah, well, I think her appearance and her interests definitely stand out. Like, if you ignore the tail and the feelers on her head, then she actually doesn't look that different from a human child.
How could you ignore those?
Right. Well, sure, fair. But also, she's interested in beauty, and she knows a lot about skincare, and she actually even contributes to the most famous beauty magazine in Fontaine.
Huh.
Oh, and her medical knowledge.
Right.
We haven't encountered any other Melusines who give medical treatment to humans. And Sijween seems
Yeah.
to know the most about the people of Fontaine.
And she's also one of the few Melusines who work in the Fortress of Meripede, right?
Right.
I mean, generally speaking, not many people are willing to treat criminals. I mean, not even a
Prison
Melusine's
doc.
open-mindedness usually goes that far, right?
Seems does. You're all bringing up great points. Don't you
Are we
think
gonna get a story quest for Sijween as well?
Melusines make her seem more unique and approachable at the same time? In the Narrate chapter,
Yep.
travelers will have the chance to learn more about the background of this very special Melusine in her personal story quest. Woohoo!
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, speaking of story quests, didn't travelers...
Sethos. Visitor of the Sand, Profound Providence. The Temple of Silence Air, Burden with Secrets.
Will now have the opportunity to add him to their parties. He recently left the desert, and he's eager to travel around. So, Zach, why don't you introduce him?
And they give him the new bow from the new from the past.
Always asking why. You end up thinking yourself into a corner. Sometimes it's better to let go. Give me some space.
That was beautiful. It was like a swirling cosmos.
Okay.
His design is so cool.
He looks amazing.
Yeah.
The clothes and the hair, I love it.
Right?
Sethos didn't just get power and wisdom from his desert heritage. He's also talented in archery. Sethos has always loved hiking, and he has a great sense of direction.
Cool.
He's exploring the desert or the rainforest. He knows the roads like the back of
I think that was mentioned in his drip marketing.
He knows where to find the best regional specialties.
So he has the same ability as Tainari.
I don't know where this is going, but I'll say it anyway. When Sethos is in your team, he'll reveal the location of Sumero Regional.
Same as Tainari.
on the
Okay.
map.
Cool. Wait, so I'm curious. He's lived in a remote desert for his entire life, and he carries the weight of such an ancient legacy. To me, it seems like someone with that kind of upbringing would either be, like, really introverted or just super arrogant, but Sethos doesn't seem like that at all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Sethos is a very open-minded and cheerful
Alright.
person. As the successor to the mysterious Temple of Silence, he had more educational opportunities than other people who live in Sumeru's desert. His responsibilities drive him.
They have all the secrets of the desert and Al-Akmar.
He
Yep.
has a very open mind, and he tries to be optimistic. In fact, his personality is a huge help in getting along with other people.
So wait, that sounds like... Are you saying he's a social butterfly?
I
Okay.
guess. He's a pretty busy guy, and he lives a pretty varied lifestyle. And he's around the same age as the General Mahamatrasino.
Yep.
He occasionally visits the academia. He's always trying to make friends in Sumeru City, and he enjoys browsing goods at the Grand Bazaar. But we
As of the end of his thing, he's getting used to the outside world and learning more.
Yes. Sethos' aim shot has a special variant when charged to level 2.
Shadow
His
piercing.
attack is charged to its second
That's a
level.
long charge time, but
Fire a
beautiful
powerful
effect.
shadow-piercing shot that can pierce enemies, dealing electro damage to targets in its path. Sethos' talent, Black Kite's Enigma, can decrease the charging time of his aim
Cool.
shot by consuming elemental energy. Some elemental energy will also be consumed after releasing the shot.
Nice.
Ooh, useful.
Yeah, and also I noticed his aim shots take a really long time to charge. So I think that means players need to store up elemental energy to fire the shadow-piercing shot faster.
Okay.
Hey, wait a minute. I feel like this is the first Genshin Impact character who actually consumes elemental energy while firing aimed shots.
What?
Yeah, you're right on.
Hey.
That's why Sethos has an elemental skill that helps him restore elemental energy.
Oh,
It's
okay.
an ancient ritual that deals AoE electro damage, and it also restores elemental energy whenever a hit on an
So
enemy
his
triggers an overloaded
Skill is just a little burst, a little...
conduct, electro
Not a burst, obviously.
quicken, aggravate, or hyperbloom reaction.
Okay.
But travelers
So any electro reaction.
option for firing powerful shots. By unleashing his elemental burst, Sethos will perform an ancient ritual that was passed down from King Deshret's era. He will enter the Twilight Meditation state, converting his normal attacks to enemy-piercing dusk bolts that deal increased damage based on his elemental mastery.
Okay.
That's cool. That's
Are they still physical damage or are they electro damage?
shot. Only it doesn't take as much time to fire.
Useful. Okay, also it seems like the records of King Deshret have a lot of powerful abilities, so, between you and me, does that mean Sethos has mastered other mysterious rituals and techniques?
Of course!
Yo.
I'm sure that the Temple of Silence has a whole archive of secrets. One of his other talents will also increase the damage dealt by a shadow-piercing shot for a period of time based on his elemental mastery.
Okay.
Hey, alright, sounds like the Temple of Silence is a real impressive legacy.
No kidding.
So many ancient rituals.
Sethos is definitely a talented fighter who can make full use of his martial heritage. He's similar to Kularand in that sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow, we finished the first mission.
Nice! I wonder what the next one's gonna be. Let's get it!
Oh, it looks like we'll have to uncover hidden secrets in our next mission.
Why are all you guys looking at me?
Yep.
Well, I mean, secrets are kind of your
Dane Quest.
All your character does is speak in
An
riddles.
everlasting dream intertwined.
That's the point. Okay, well, I guess I'm the only one who can shed some light on the hidden secrets.
Here he goes.
So here we go. Archon Quest Chapter 4, Act 6, Bedtime Story will become available in version 4.7. Travelers will finally reunite with Danesley, who will share more information about Conria's past.
Yep.
That's what you guys were waiting for, right?
A little bit.
And also, I, got to break out my voice acting skills for this patch, you guys.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, Zach. Zach and Sarah.
This time, Ether and Lumine will get to meet face to face.
I'm so excited.
Based on what we heard in the trailer, it seems like the Loom of Fate is now complete. So travelers can look forward to learning more about Kari Bear in this episode.
Curry Bear!
Just can't reveal everything.
Curry Bear!
Leave some secrets for me. These are important secrets that travelers should uncover for themselves.
Oh, okay.
At the end of Sumeru, the last Dane quest. Oh.
Look, I know, I get it, that everyone can barely contain their excitement, so I will throw you a bone. To help tide you over until the next update, I'll be sharing a special surprise with y'all.
What is it?
Come
Oh, I
on.
love surprises. It is.
You'll know very soon, I promise. But first, we need to introduce the event wishes, okay?
Okay, banner.
In the first phase of version 4.7, Chlorand and Alhaitham will be featured
With Sethos. Okay.
Yeah. Sethos will be the new 4th 4-star unit that appears on this event wish banner. And in the second phase of the version, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Siege Wing.
Oh, Farina rerun.
And, because there's never enough, a new 5-star sword, Absolution, and a new 5-star bow, Silver Shower Heartstrings.
That's adorable. It's very Sailor Moon. The bow. Sword looks really cool.
Good, right? All right. Okay. I've made y'all wait long enough.
I don't think I'm gonna pull on either of those. They don't.
Let's go.
A special trailer just for Bedtime Story. Ooh. An animated trailer, or is it an update on the anime, maybe? This looks like the scene that we saw. Mint and dandelions makes me think Mondstadt. Ooh. Music? Crimson Moon, Conria. Oh. Them on their separate journeys, her and Dane and Zack and Ether and Paimon. Leeway. God, this is beautiful. That's Inazuma. Sumeru. Yeah, this is gorgeous. That's the Carrie Bear story quest. What if they were traveling together? Dragon Spine. That's pairs. I'm just pairs of animals, siblings. Oh, gosh. That was beautiful. Oh, God. I cannot say how excited I am for this story quest now. 6A2 U Liz Tiff Vibe Cove. The music was very pretty, but I am very excited for this quest. Oh.
Welcome back, travelers.
That looks so good.
I think it's about time we introduce this domain behind us.
Yes, bring on the challenge. I'm so ready.
You sound ready.
Not all of the rewards are displayed.
The location of this challenge seems pretty intriguing. Paimon and the Traveler discovered a secret room within the Mondstadt Library. and they've received an
Ah.
invitation to participate in a mysterious performance.
This looks like some Hex and Circle stuff, right?
Always wanted one. So that's right, the all-new event, Imaginarium Theater, will become available in version 4.7 for travelers who are adventure rank 35 or higher.
Nice. Wait, so this is a library? Wow.
So it's a permanent event?
No, it looks a lot different from what I imagined. It's huge.
Yeah, it kind of looks more like a magic castle.
Right? So
Who?
I would
A little demon princess and a little
We'll
plush.
encounter a concierge in the area who calls himself Wolfie.
Aww.
I know, he's so cute. Wolfie. He'll reveal that this room was created by a mage, and that he's waiting for a guest.
Which mage?
He is also a poet. That guest will hopefully put on a magnificent performance by becoming the main character of the mage's story.
Bring on that main character energy.
Ooh. After arriving in this room, travelers just need to interact with this strange book in order to participate in the Imaginarium Theater.
Oh no, 35 days. So it's a limited time.
But what kind of challenge is it?
Oh, let me tell you. Imaginarium Theater contains a series of combat challenges with different battle conditions.
So Alice, Barbaloth, Rhindaughter, Nicole,
Be allowed to participate. So travelers will have to select characters who meet the requirements of the challenge.
Ivanov, Andersdotter.
But what if we
I could see Andersdotter being involved, the author for the Boar Princess.
Good thinking.
But she's dead.
You don't have to worry about that, because
So
first,
maybe Barbaloth,
characters
Mona's
will be
master.
listed as the initial lineup for each challenge. Trial characters will be provided for travelers that are missing any of those characters.
Noise.
And travelers can also invite special guest characters to participate in the challenges.
Cool.
that aren't restricted by the event requirements. In addition, travelers can also designate a certain number of characters as supports for their friends. They can also select their friends' supporting characters to join their own team.
Sick.
Nice way to get to try new characters.
Right? Friends. Who would say no to more friends?
Support each other in staged combat.
Friends helping each other. And during the
Cool.
current challenge period, those 6 designated characters who make the initial lineup will gain fantastical blessings. This will grant
Inside and outside?
even outside of the Imaginarium Theater challenge.
Wait. So you're saying those buffs aren't just active during the
That's
challenge itself?
wild.
You're kidding. Wait, okay.
HP, attack, and defense are all increased by 20.
Oh, super powerful. And I know that everyone's probably wondering why it looked like we had to select so many characters just now, but characters will consume vigor while participating in Imaginarium Theater combat challenges. So when a character's vigor is fully depleted, they will no longer be able to fight, and you will have to replace them with a new character.
Time for some R&R.
I get it. So when you select your characters, you have to pay attention to how well they work together.
Yes.
And also how well they can fill in for each other.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I should also mention that not all selected characters will immediately appear in your team. Some characters can only be gathered by progressing through the story. They can formally be added to your team at the end of an Imaginarium Theater battle, or
To the end of that battle, you got Bennett. Cool.
Cool. So assembling your team is.
Could this be the Boar Princess story? It's a little princess with a crown.
let me explain a little more about the special events that I mentioned. Travelers can choose to spend Fantasia flowers to trigger events during the story. Now, some events will unlock certain characters for battle, and others may trigger certain perils, certain doom. So, travelers will have to choose very carefully,
Ooh, no pressure.
right?
Travelers can collect performance tour rewards by completing
Huge.
challenges and finalizing their performance results. The first time they complete a challenge, travelers will also receive a debut performance gift. Travelers who feel particularly
Huge rewards.
obtain the star challenge condition during each stage. They'll be able to obtain different levels of performance medals that correspond with the difficulty of the challenge. These medals can be displayed on their profile.
Go ahead and show off.
And that's not
Ah.
all, right? Travelers can also obtain toy medals during this event, which they can exchange with Wolfie the Concierge. In return, travelers will receive special poses for their characters when taking photos.
Awesome! Travelers will be able to take all sorts of new cool pictures. I'm
That's
excited.
cool.
Poses.
So hyped.
Me too.
Again, is this a limited time event or permanent?
Whenever Imaginarium Theater is updated.
Yes, and finally, each performance in the Imaginarium Theater has several difficulty levels, and each one has a different number of challenges. Higher difficulty levels will yield even better rewards.
Bring it on.
As Wolfie the Concierge likes to say,
When the brilliant golden glow of the treasure beckons, don't you hesitate. Just go open it.
How can he be so cute?
I don't know, I somehow I still didn't make him as cute as he actually is.
Of course, it'll take time for travelers to raise the necessary characters and
Before the
fit
beginning
into this new chapter.
Before the beginning of all stories, after the end of all tales, is the interstice between reality and fantasy, the endless drama unfolding, never ceasing upon the stage. There is no beginning nor an end, for in the telling of the story, the two differ not.
Travelers
That's cool.
are always looking for ways to get more primo gems.
Hell yeah!
Just said the magic word.
Gimme, 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 gimme.
More primos are always good.
Imaginarium Theater will alternate updates with the spiral.
Every month, so this is a new permanent...
That can be gained from the spiral abyss has been increased from 600 primo gems to 800 primo gems.
Yes.
Because it's alternating now.
Be available across Genshin Impact's official social
Ooh.
media, so keep a lookout.
Aye, aye, Captain.
So this is a new permanent game mode. That's huge.
This version has in store.
Yes, please.
Mutual security enhancing.
This is a temporary event.
Huh. I see some hilly churls and roof
Cool
birds.
looking new bow.
I'm assuming this is one of those monster fighting events.
Yes, sort of. Travelers won't be engaging monsters directly. Instead, they'll be able to command monsters to fight in a cooperative simulation.
The Millilith will be hosting a strategic war game to improve their understanding of security needs.
So a new bow, and the Combo Cables of Law is... The Combo Cable of Law is the...
Knights of Favonius, Inazuma's Yashiro Commission, Sumeru's Corps of 30, and
Oh.
Fuji's Special Patrol. Their joint exercise is intended to improve military tactics across the continent.
That's a cool story. I kind of hope we get like a little bit of...
This event sound really official.
That was my official voice. I'm just doing my best. As I was saying, you can play two different kinds of scenarios in the event. Assault scenarios and defense scenarios. As special representatives to the simulation, travelers will need to analyze enemy formations and deploy the best units for completing the challenge.
opponent monsters, and we...
Select your combat units and deploy them within your staging area. So once the scenario begins, the unit will automatically start attacking your opponent. So sit back.
That looks kind of cool.
I don't know if you can relax when these things are coming at you, but try.
Clearly not.
No.
Ooh, okay, I'm gonna give this a try.
Ooh, brave.
Yeah, okay.
Do it.
The hilly churl archers got wiped out so quickly.
Oh, no. Okay, sorry, I forgot to mention something important.
You
Sorry.
know.
I know. But here, we can fix it now. Some types of combat units are more effective against others. Ranged units like hilly churl archers are vulnerable to melee units like mighty churls. But don't fret, you can turn a bad situation around if you choose the best units to tackle the opponents on the battlefield.
Just choose the best units, Zach.
Just choose the best units.
Just choose the best units.
Simple fix. Simple fix.
In defense scenarios, you need to deploy units to effectively
Okay.
counter enemies who are attacking from multiple directions. So, defeated enemy units will drop support beacons, which can then be used to deploy additional combat units and...
You place things on flanks. Oh, it's like tower defense in the top. This, so they're coming from different directions.
Favorable conditions for their team. And if they're successful, then travelers can obtain various rewards from the Mutual Security Enhancing Simulation event. These rewards include Primo Gems, a Crown of Insight, and a 4-star bow, Cloud Forged.
gimme!
Love new bows. Love new weapons.
And next up, we're introducing another combat-related event, Endless Forms Most Martial.
Oh, okay. I'm guessing that this one is gonna test some different skills.
Yeah, you betcha. In the previous event, travelers only got to simulate combat, but the environment on a real battlefield is way more unpredictable.
Alright, this is just a standard combat trial.
Come up with combat tactics on the fly and take advantage of battlefield conditions. So, in Endless Forms Most Martial, travelers will have to defeat enemies according to the special rules of each stage. For example, some challenges may require travelers to defeat enemies affected by the electro-charged condition. And that is the only way to accumulate progress towards the challenge goal.
So you have to have...
Satisfy
Okay.
the requirements, they'll be able to earn rewards.
I'm appreciating all these rewards.
Yes, I love rewards. So this is one of those challenges that requires you to strategize.
Simple. Okay.
Indeedy. Oh, okay. Let's move on to our next event. I'm gonna try this announcer voice. Yeah. I've gotten a report about a loud boom that just went off in a rather unremarkable part of Fontaine.
The Baloo region.
Ooh, I like that news.
It must have come from that crocodile-shaped cannon. That thing looks pretty scary.
Never fear.
The Spino Blaster, wasn't that part of the...
This cannon was modified by a Fontanian engineer. It's now just a toy cannon that you can use to fire.
That wasn't that part of the Bottleland event at the end of Sumeru.
If that's the case,
The Krakow Spinal Blaster.
to the cannon and choose the correct firing mode to destroy as many target balls as
This is part of Bottleland.
they'll even be rewarded for their trouble.
Was there ever a doubt? In order to keep the event interesting, special types of target balls will appear during the challenge. They will produce different effects when they are destroyed. So, be sure to check it out for yourselves in the new update.
You guys, that's my kind of old school arcade games, because I'm an old school. I'm just old. Anyway,
No, it's like, oh no, not that.
our next event takes place in the land of Mondstadt.
All right, back to Mondstadt.
We'll encounter a familiar
A lot of mini events this time.
recently completed a new script. Travelers who follow her script will be able to embark on a wondrous journey of literature and imagination. And
Those are adorable.
lead travelers to mysterious locales where they will have the opportunity to earn rewards. That is, if they can evade bullet curtain assaults from, various mechanisms and collect enough labyrinth coins. No big deal, you can do it.
Easy peasy.
Wicked
So it's
warlocks
a-
will also be scattered across the field. Ooh, alliteration. I like it. If you defeat them, then you can earn even more coins.
Ooh, looks like we'll have to move really skillfully if we want to avoid all those attacks.
So it's a bullet hell labyrinth coin collector.
Of adventure techniques to gain special buffs. So these buffs will make the oncoming bullets a lot easier to deal with. You'll also be able to get rewards more easily if you're smart about how you use them.
That sounds great.
So great.
Speaking of strategy, the new
Ah.
version is adding updates to the Genius Invocation TCG. Travelers
A Pep, Whale,
monster cards and action
Wenu,
Also,
Farina, Risley, Yunjin Jinyan, Kave, and the Scorpion. Cool.
They could take a challenge.
I haven't played Genius Invocation TCG in a while.
return in the new version, so don't miss out.
Whew, that was a lot of information. Let's take a break while we take a look at the last redemption code. See you soon.
Redemption code! Who's this bunny little cat? Oh my god, he's so cute! Bus, 3D, Lay, AF, Virginia. Who's this little kitty? He's so cute! Is that Prince from Genius Invocation, or is he someone else? I'm assuming that's it. And there's a little more at the end. Here we go.
And we're back.
We're back. We're back.
Hello.
Welcome back to the version 4.7 special program. Looks like we completed this domain challenge.
Oh, they said it was a domain, and that's the domain tree at the end. That's cute.
Very, very
So I got a lot of notes. We're ready.
Now it's time to tell everyone about the new optimizations in the latest
Sick.
update.
Yes, please.
First up, the encounter point system for collecting daily commission rewards will now be unlocked at adventure rank 24. Hopefully, this helps travelers level up more quickly.
Nice.
Um,
And now for some
already at 59 on a bit of 59 for like a year now. So
will be increased from 160
yes,
to 100.
resin cap increase.
You might notice from the video
Resin cap increase.
we'll have some other optimizations. Be sure to check them out for yourselves in here.
Resin cap increase. Finally. Oh, people have been begging for that for years.
Bye, travelers. What? What?
Wait.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Of course, I wouldn't sign off without giving you guys the chance to talk about your time here on the special program. How was it?
I have things to say. I'm so thrilled to join this amazing voice cast.
That's
I'm
huge.
Excited for everyone to get to see Siegween in action. And
Well, you've been part of the cast, but now you're.
yes, just see how cute she is with her little pills and her adorable little syringe. Take it.
Of the three new characters, I'm probably most excited for Clarande.
Sarah said it's such an honor to join the cast. I'm so excited.
Although it looks like Sethos and Siegwraith are gonna have some interesting playstyles that I'm gonna
Meeting her and
like
learning
doing.
more about her. And also, I'm really excited for these combat events. I don't know about you guys, but I've been playing this game, and my favorite thing's beating things up in this world.
Yeah. No, me too.
Love fighting these monsters.
Mine is Imaginarium.
We've not been playing this game for years, and so while Dainsleif is a man of mystery, this game, so much of it is a mystery to me, and you guys were so welcoming today, and I learned so much.
Yuri Lowenthal is incredibly busy. That does not shock me.
Are you guys a gateway? Is that what, did that just happen?
Did we get him?
This is it. Yeah, it's been absolutely awesome doing this with you guys. I'm so excited for Imaginarium Theater, of course all the new characters, and the new Archon quest because I got some new voice.
Just give Zach more voice lines. Sarah too. Zach and Sarah.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, guys, and see y'all in game.
See y'all in game.
Bye, everybody.
What is this? Is this a Natlan tease? Are those the dragons of Natlan? Natlan tease! Under development, not final product. These are giant geomoles. Come on, show me. What is this? Hydro. Pyro swimming through lava. But we're playing as these things. A dendro, ostrich. We know dragons are important for Natlan. Are these all the different dragons? Tell me this is Natlan, because that looks insane. Or is this a new game? I don't know. Okay, there we go. Hold on. Natlan preview teaser, Saurian Wanderings. What? Let's go to Genshin Impact. Natlan preview teaser, The Road Not Taken, beautiful animation. Alright. I'm gonna watch this Natlan teaser again. Natlan is a nation where humans and Saurians live together. So hold on. These are all different dragons. Or Saurians. Sorry. The Dendrosaurian, which is like a jumping rabbit monster. The giant shark creature. The mole dragons. So those are three we saw. We also saw a lava dragon, which is the same as that, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, there's 7. So both of those are Pyro and Hydro. That's Geo. I'm assuming there's one for Cryo, one for Animo, maybe a flying one for Animo. I don't know what a Cryo or an Electro would be, but... Yeah, please. Right here, so we're seeing those 3. They're moles, and they got little, Axu tusks. But they're going up walls, and they're launching, like, drills. Friggin' Gurren Lagann up in here. I rewatched it recently. It's because I needed to get hyped. Rocketing along the water. Look at these settings. So that's still the Hydro one. Okay. This is so tropical and... Like, what is this thing? Look at this. This one's very cute. I think this is my favorite. I mean, that's just a straight dragon. Look at this. Look at this area. Look at this region. Let's see people reaction. Best Genshin update ever. All right.
Join us and play Marsh.
So, as I'm talking, I want to just chat about what I thought. So I'm very excited for Clarande and her story quest and Siegewin's story quest. Clarande is probably the character I'm most excited for of the 3 new ones. Then Clarande, then Siegewin, then Sethos. Although they all look like they have very interesting stories. Imaginarium. we're getting a new permanent game mode that's going to give new updates. It's all about the witches, and they're introducing a new character and framework for it in Wolfie. I'm very curious. It looks like it's very tied. It's very purple coated, so it looks like it's very tied in with the Hexen Circle, would be my guess. Resin cap to 200, and that's, sorry, the Imaginarium's going to be alternating now updates with the Abyss, and they're upping the rewards in the Abyss to compensate for that, because this is also going to be getting monthly updates. That's awesome. So there's going to be 2 different things, and every month you can switch between them. Huge. I'm down. That might be a blow for people that are big Abyss guys. I'm not a big Abyss person, so I'm very looking forward to this news. But obviously, the number one thing that I'm most excited for is Bedtime Story, the Archon Quest. Reuniting, Dane's back. Very excited about Dane coming back, but even more excited about friggin' the reunion. We're getting tie off with the Carry Bear storyline, and
From the real history of the Marushosei hunters, you all will play the role of hunters from a bygone era and resolve a series of events unfolding in the capital.
this cutscenes look sick. So we know this is probably the setup or the beginning of Bedtime Story.
Are customs I've adopted from the Marushosei hunter tradition. They fought against monsters, while I fight against lawbreakers. For when I draw my blade,
they didn't really talk about any new areas. I kind of hope we finally get that Mount Essus area.
Loaded. Time to test.
Although this area does all look pretty familiar.
Madam Mage says that every page of a storybook is a segment of the present.
So vast and mysterious. There must be quite a story behind this place.
And the fact that this provides permanent bonuses.
That's never.
Hey Herb, how you doing? When does this update come out? It is beginning of June? Let me see. Genshin 4.7 goes live June 5th. Alright, not bad. So, 2 weeks. It's live. On a Wednesday. You know I'm doing a day 1. Probably Claran's story. I'm assuming this strange disease is all part of Sijun's storyline.
You don't trust me at all. Do you really think it matters whether I'm Melazine or a human?
I don't believe Master would suddenly disappear for no reason. There must have been something she just had to do.
Could Judgment Day, the thing they'd be talking about, that be the TTRPG? This looks insane. Oh wait, no, is this part of the story quest? Because that's the domain key that I saw in the other thing. But, like, this is the sky in the other world. We're seeing multiple planets. The sky's ripping apart. I'm very curious what's going on there.
At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering or try to differentiate between various thoughts.
This kind of looks like the being we saw, or the force we saw in the Carry Bear event.
Blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed and pure.
The way he's holding his sword, he must be a real Marushosei hunter.
You use it yourself,
Tying around, yeah.
don't you? That's why you have a human appearance.
That's quite.
Unless that is all part of Claran's story, and
I am the one walking into a trap.
One day, I shall have my vengeance.
I've heard people talking about the fact that Dane could be the final villain of the game, which I don't see, but I could see him being like us having to fight Dane at some point.
Captain Dainslev could accomplish his own goal. The loom of fate has already been completed.
Traveler, let me ask you this. Do you believe your sibling to have betrayed you?
I am so excited for this. This is the story we've been building to for years now. Oh. Oh my god, I got so many notes about friggin' Sumeru, about... So I'm assuming all the Marashose Hunter stuff. I'm assuming all of that is Claron's storyline. I'm assuming the disease and the people not trusting Melazine and not trusting Sijuan in particular, Sijuan's story stuff. So Marashose Hunter Judgment Day, they called it, like that game, that all ties in with Claron, I think. I think Dainslift's quest is solely its own. But we're going to get more updates on Carabare. We're going to get more updates on Conria. And we're going to get more updates on this relationship that has been at the soul, the heart of this game, that's been like a big sword hanging over our head, Damocles style. Just waiting to drop. And I want this interaction so badly. We don't know. I'm assuming there's going to be a 4.8 because there's usually 8 releases in each region. So I'm assuming we are getting a 4.8. And usually in the 0.8s is the temporary region, like Bottle Land or the Golden Archipelago. I thought that's what the library was in this. I was wrong. So 4.8 can probably do that. Maybe finish the map in Fontaine. Oh, man. And usually they tease us on some stuff that's going to happen in Natlan or in the next region. So if they do that, I saw someone on the side comment best live stream ever, and I think this might be one of the best live streams ever. Like a lot of the live stream, sure, but Resin Cap update, this new area that's going to be a permanent event, and the reunion that we've been waiting for so long. An everlasting dream intertwined. Is it going to be in the real world? Is it going to be a dream? It kind of had that dream feel. And that beautiful animated short, oh, that looked so gorgeous. What's that? Oh, wait, I'm on the trailer. Oh, yeah, I'm not on the live stream anymore. Oh. I don't know, man. This looks sick. This looks awesome. Good job, Genshin. The road not taken. But at least you're still out there somewhere in this world. The trail of the comet that once streaked across the sky is now the untrodden path by which I seek you. I've heard some people say if they want to keep updating Genshin, do updates that reveal our sibling story. That would be wild. So for example, I chose Lumine, so I could play as Aether teaming up with Dainslift, and we could get like individual story quests of their story 500 years ago. Right? In Conria. And that's how you could do a Conria chapter. And give us 2 new characters in Dainslift and Aether. Right? And give us like temporary characters to serve as party members. That would be sick, and that'd be a really cool endgame. Them in Mondstadt is what does it for me. This is so cool. Because we know we're mirroring our siblings' journey. She always looks more isolated even when she's with Dane. There's always a distance between them. But there's less distance between Aether and Paimon. God, the animation here is gorgeous. Particularly the animation of the eyes is, and the light, the way they play with light is really beautiful. The Millilith, Inazumans. The rapid cuts are also phenomenal. Who was that with the Aranara? Okay, that's Paimon and Ether with the Aranara. Us walking around Sumeru City. That's back in Inazuma. No, that looks like Liyue. That looks like Mondstadt, the furniture. This is obviously Carabear. That's the current timeline with the Carabear story. What if we traveled together? Us in the desert in an oasis. Again, shooting star motifs. 2 shooting stars. I didn't even notice that. Us seeing each other being together from our perspective. Oh, she did his hair. I don't think I noticed that in the original. And that's the past of the Carabear story with the mirror. And right here, 2 foxes. 2 snowbirds. Together. 2 mongooses. Mongoose. Again, their story is the dawn, the sun, the light. And this is darker, more intimidating, more aggressive. At twilight, it looks more harsh and barren. Night. Oh. It's a beautiful motif. I love this. This is gorgeous. I got my new Klee background, too, on my... Dropping bombs slowly. All right. All that being said, guys, that's phenomenal. I am so excited for this. But I think that is all for this thing that I am doing. Like I said, I did this right when I woke up. I have yet to eat breakfast. I suppose it would be lunch now for me. So I think I'm going to go make some lunch. And hopefully by now my update on Fortnite should be good. So I'll probably be back in about in a few minutes, maybe 15 minutes to half an hour to do some Fortnite. And I will be back later tonight, hopefully also streaming more Sandland or Unicorn Overlord. Not sure which one I want to play right now. All right. But that is it for this thing that I'm doing. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you're following me here at twitch.tv or over on YouTube where I'm going to be doing all of this Genshin stuff live. I'm going to be experimenting with Streamlabs and streaming on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. We're going to see how that works out. But that is it for this thing that I'm doing. So until next time, stay awesome. Later.